Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday aloha morning to you. This is Eric West coming to you live from the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii. I'm doing something new today, guys. I will admit, this is kind of cutting edge right now. So what I'm doing is I'm on my paddleboard. See, check it out. In the middle of the ocean, holding my iPhone. That's what I'm doing right now. So a little sketchy. And Oluwalu is where I'm at right now. So the title of this video is Secret Spots on Maui. And what makes this place secret, it's not so much that it's a secret, it's just that you never really see too many tourists in this particular area of Oluwalu. You normally see everybody over here where they launch all those canoes. Matter of fact, I don't know if the iPhone picks it up, but I can probably see like 40, 50 canoes out there on the water right now. But over here on this side where I am, which is right in front of a park. And every once in a while I'm gonna have to adjust my paddle. See right there, I gotta just get pointed the right direction so I don't fall off, because that could be detrimental, I think, possibly to the iPhone. So that's kind of why I'm a little sketched out at the moment. But at any rate, right next to, if you ever guys are familiar, just let me start from the beginning. My name's Eric West, and I'm a little sketched out right now because I'm on a paddleboard with my phone. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, I'm all about teaching you everything there is to know about Hawaii and its real estate, but you just can't find in the listing. And certainly if you find this video somewhat entertaining, leave a thumbs up, a share, subscribe. So anyway, what I'm gonna share with you today is I'm on the west side of Maui, which of course, I mean, look at it right there, huh? Oh, gorgeous, huh? Some say the west side's the best side. I don't know. If you agree, hit me in the thumbs up. Just say, yes, sir. Of course, my name's Eric West, so something tells me destiny called me to this side of the island, possibly, I don't know. But anyway, there's a little town called Oluwalu, and we're looking at it right behind me. And there's a pie shop there called Leota's. So if you haven't eaten at the pie shop called Leota's, that's definitely not a secret spot, because when you go past it, you'll see like 400 people lined up for lunch and pies. But instead of taking a right into Leota's, if you're heading north towards Lahaina, instead of taking a right, or the mountain side of the highway, go ahead and take a left over on the Makai side. That's the ocean side. Makai is ocean. Man, nice little swell coming. Anyway, and then there's a public park. They created it, I think maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. But you can park, there's nobody over there, right? And I literally launched my beautiful starboard, stand-up paddleboard right there. And there's a little beach for kids. You can see it in the picture for the thumbnail. But what makes this place special is a couple things. Number one, you're not gonna bump into anybody else usually, except for some locals. And then number two, it's a great place to come out, and no matter what you're doing, if you're gonna come out for a quick paddle on a paddleboard, it's a great way to learn because it's always pretty calm here. Today is especially calm. And if you wanna come snorkel, if you wanna come dive, there's a jetty right there, an old jetty. I don't know if you can see it behind me. But they used to, what I heard is this was a pickup point for sugarcane back in the day. So it was actually a place where they had ships come in, and they had some kind of a big distribution or pickup or something like that. But eventually it went by the wayside. So the structure is still there, and it's a great place to launch. A little bit of sand for the kids, and it's just a cool spot, man. You never see anybody. And tell me if you can get more of a dramatical backdrop than that. I mean, hello. And then the other thing is, it's a preserve, and so you're not gonna see a bunch of people out here. I'm pretty sure it's a preserve. I don't think you can fish it, so the marine life is really, really thick. And today, what I've been doing, by the way, this is not the beginning of my morning. I was out here around 7:30 a.m. and the whales are just thick. Matter of fact, right down there was a spout that just happened. So the whales are thick. So I had my drone out here. And so one of the coolest things that you guys can do, now this is sort of a secret, I think this is a secret insight, right? So get you a paddleboard. It's pretty easy, right? If you ladies do yoga, or you guys remember when you used to have balance, it'll come back. But you can come out here, stand on a paddleboard, calmly paddle out about 300, 400, 500 yards. And next thing you know, you're gonna have some whales like all around you. So Lisa and I literally had like 3 huge whales. Had the male, we had the female, the mama, we had the baby, and they literally went right, literally meter. Matter of fact, there's some coming right now. You know what? I should try to paddle over to them, huh? Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be a cool life? But would you guys get bored as I'm paddling with my iPhone thingamajiggy in my mouth, bouncing all over the place? But anyway, Lisa and I had 3 whales literally right underneath us. And like, and then it happened another time. And so I brought my snorkel gear that time. So what I did is I jumped off my board and had my snorkel gear on. And I was like literally 20 feet from mama and baby, and this big, huge eyeball staring at me. Man, I'm telling you, I've done a lot of things in the outdoors. I used to be a big hunter, you know, killing big giant elk and deer and whitetails. And you know, you get that like chicken skin moment where you're like, oh, you're kind of freaked out. I'm telling you, man, being next to this whale underwater was probably the most thrilling thing I've done, because there is, you know, it is a little sketchy. You're next to some massive animal. Now I know they're peaceful, but imagine if one of them decided, the males, I think they're the ones that do a lot of the breaching, just decided to rocket ship right next to me. That would be crazy. So anyway, if you guys are game, I'm gonna put the iPhone pop socket in my mouth. That's the level of sacrifice I'm willing to do for my beautiful Aloha infused audience, and see if it works. If you get seasick because the camera's bobbling, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna just, I don't know, I'm just gonna paddle out there a little bit so you guys can look around. Enough of me, more of Maui. And just to give you a sense of direction here, all right, pop socket going in mouth. So when the pop socket goes in the mouth, I can't talk, obviously. That's Haleakala, that direction. So I'm looking due south, West Maui Mountains, Olowalu. Then obviously over here, Ko'olawe, the island, and over here, the island of Lanai. Just so you guys are orientated. One of the things I don't like sometimes, you watch a video and they don't tell you what's going on, where they're at, what time is it, what's the outside temperature. You know, it's like 78 and perfect. All right, here we go. Pop socket's going in the mouth for a little bit. I'm not gonna do this forever, guys. We're just gonna go for a little paddle, see how it works out. There's the whales right there. You can see the people in the canoes right there, and it just came up. So I think I'm breathing heavy because I got to breathe through my nose. I can't breathe through my mouth while I'm paddling. So anyway, I'll try not to breathe all over you, but you see the whale is coming this way, right? It's heading north. So don't ever point yourself right at the whale. You want to intercept because they're super fast. They look like they're going slow, but they're not. They're going, you know, faster than I can paddle. Okay, I haven't seen the whale in a little while. Every time I said, that means I saw him. But he's moving pretty fast. So I don't want to burn myself out unless I kind of get a 411 on where this guy's at or gal. Oh, no, that was oh, there it is, right there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to get this on a telephoto, possibly. Bear with me. One more, so I don't fall in. Oh, shoots. Okay, hang on. Oh, there it is. Come on, turn around, camera. There we go. Right there. I don't know if I had that pointed in the right direction. Yeah, there he is, or she. I could hear it. I don't know if you guys could when he or she came up. There it is, right there. I just can't see my phone well enough to know if I've got it pointed right because I don't have my bifocals on, but I feel like it's in the right spot. But see how I was angling really hard towards this whale, and there it goes. There's a spout. Oh, problem is my board is turning, and I don't have my paddle in my hand, so I can't turn my board. And now I'm doing this yoga twist like you would not believe. Oh, bro. Okay. I can't see. I'm facing that. I'm facing this way. Well, that's not a bad sight either, is it? Oh, can you hear that? Oh, I gotta turn around. Okay, hang on. Still pointing the right direction? Nope. Yeah. Was it pointing the wrong way? Was it pointing in my mouth? I think it was. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Well, you know, the first time you do something, it's be a little more challenging, as you know. So, okay, sorry about that, guys. I had the camera pointed the reverse direction, so you probably saw my cheek. Anywho, I think he or she has motored, but you can see there's a red canoe positioned out there. So that's what these guys do. They basically come out in the morning. This is what you pay good money for, right? For your whale tour on a canoe. And they position you, 5 to 1,000 yards out from shore. And then they just come by. It's like a train of whales. They're all sitting out there. I don't know if you can see that, but what you could do, there's a whale watch boat right there too. What you could do, if you're adventurous, is just get you one of these guys and just come out here and paddle around. Now the key is, wear a life preserver like I've got on. Just kidding. But yeah, definitely wear a life preserver. Don't go if it's crazy windy, right? And if the wind suddenly picks up, especially if it's blowing away from the shore, you don't want to play with that because you could end up over on Molokai. And if that ever does happen to you, get on your knees, paddle. But if you stand up, you're like a sail. But other than that, on a day like today, man, perfectly calm. It is whale soup and one of the best experiences I think you can have. So not only did I give you guys a little secret spot, which is right over there, to launch and to hang out, a little beach park. It's got a little bathroom, shower. Okay, it's a porta potty. It's all right. But you got somewhere you can go to the bathroom. And no one's ever there except for a few locals. And come out here, snorkel. I actually caught a couple waves this morning. I was like, no way, it's totally flat, but scuba dive, come out here in a... Oh, I got disconnected. Sorry about that, guys. It looks like the stream disconnected at some point. My apologies. I am in Oahu, which has pretty bad cell phone reception, so it's a miracle if any of this is actually making it to you without total pixelation and or black screen. But still here. You're still there. Fantastic. I don't know how much you caught of my previous monologue, but it wasn't that good, so you didn't miss too much. Here's a helicopter coming over by. Definitely do a helicopter tour next time you come to Maui. I think they say 90% of Maui you can only see from the air. You only see 10% from the ground, so splurge, do it. You only live once, man. You're gonna come all the way to Hawaii. Let's go, people. Break out that wallet. Big breach just happened over there. You probably can't see it, but I just saw it. It's far, far away, right? But just saw this big splash come up right in front of Lanai. Man, can we just get one like right here? That'd be cool. Okay, so that is the old, whatever, Oluwalu Pier, right where that little wave just hit that wall. I don't know if you can see that or not. And then the park is right behind there. See this oceanfront home right there? I heard one of the Metallica boys used to own one of these houses. I think it was James Hetfield maybe, but whatever. Maybe it was Lars. Anyway, these are some nice homes right here. One of them just recently sold. Yeah, they're expensive. But anyway, you park right over here and then you put in right there. Right where that little sandy beach is. And then there's a lot of weddings that happen right there. I don't know the name of the joint next door, but they do a lot of really beautiful weddings. So it's a great place to get married. And look at this, man. You're just like in the heart of these West Maui mountains. So what I decided, guys, is I've gotten a little hot doing all this paddling. Oh, so what I'm gonna do, yes, well, you guys, I'm so glad you were able to join me on this little adventure. So far, so good. Haven't ruined the iPhone. Had a whale come pretty close. I didn't fall in. Kind of got out of breath and got to suck on the pop socket for the first time in my life. So thanks for that. That doesn't deserve a little thumbs up. I don't know it does, but thanks so much, guys. I appreciate it. Shall return. Don't know where, don't know when, but I can almost guarantee you one thing. It'll be from the beautiful island of Maui. Best lifestyle on earth. Look at that, huh? Gosh, that's pretty. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I super appreciate it. Whatever you're doing today on this beautiful Saturday, I hope it's awesome. Hope you're having fun. Hope you're staying safe. Hope your immune system is keeping you safe. Always will. And I hope you are happy, blessed, and stoked out and just doing something cool. So thanks so much for tuning in. If you can make Maui a part of your future travel plans, I'd highly encourage it because you deserve it. Everyone deserves to come out wherever it is, man. It could be Mexico. No, don't go to Mexico. heard they're like shooting tourists on the beach. This was what I heard, man. They're like armed guards or police on the beach. That's creepy to me, man. Sorry. Any place you can't drink the water, you could possibly get like super ill just from consuming water. I mean, really? All these years you haven't figured out like public water systems. Matter of fact, one of my relatives just came back from Mexico. Quick story. And she said you have to have a negative COVID test to get out, to get back to the US. Of course, you can get in. They don't check anything, she said, when you go in. You're supposed to be vaccinated and all that stuff, but they don't check a thing. But when you leave, you need a negative COVID test. So she calls the hotel desk. This is in Mexico. This is how the Mexicans roll, man. Kind of dig it, actually. Because they're just conspicuously, what's the word, corrupt. At least they're honest about their corruption. Yeah, that's cool. Americans, they like to hide it behind a veil of righteousness. But anyway, in Mexico, you want to get your negative COVID test, you go to the front desk concierge, say, hey, I'm flying back to the States tomorrow, I need a negative COVID test. Like, no problem. We'll send the doctor right up. And so then he comes up and he's like, hey, that'll be 100 pesos or whatever. And you pay him, right, for a negative test. And then she said they just touched the swab, like right here, like on the very, on her lip. So they're just making money. It's funny, huh? Anyway, we're a little bit more organized than that here on Maui. Government gets all the money. But thanks again for tuning in. Remember, this is not a political channel. We don't cover that. But we will talk about Mexico every once in a while. But thanks again. I appreciate it. Till next time, I shall return. Love a thumbs up, a share, a shaka, subscribe. Have a wonderful day. And God bless.